I'm Jeremiah McKinnon, and this is NEC News Today. Here now are the top cannabis news stories from around New England for September 29th, 2023. Massachusetts Treasurer Deb Goldberg is being sued by Shannon O'Brien for her suspension as chair of the Cannabis Control Commission. Shannon O'Brien, who until 2 weeks ago was chairwoman of the Cannabis Control Commission, is now challenging her recent suspension by State Treasurer Deb Goldberg with a lawsuit in Suffolk Superior Court. O'Brien asserts that her removal by Goldberg from her position was unlawful. Goldberg, who appointed O'Brien to the role a year ago, suspended her in mid-September without initially offering any public rationale. According to O'Brien, she too was left in the dark regarding the reasons behind her suspension. This week, Goldberg finally said that there were several serious allegations related to O'Brien's behavior from an unnamed commissioner and a CCC staff member. O'Brien's complaint articulates her experience of facing, quote, resistance and insubordination from the staff from the first day that she was sworn in as chair. She also says that she believes that there is, quote, entrenched bureaucracy at the CCC, one that leverages baseless allegations to prompt extensive internal investigations aimed at compelling resignations. O'Brien suggests that such tactics factored into the abrupt departure of former chairman Stephen Hoffman, and that she has been the target of similar false and defamatory allegations meant to secure her removal. In response to the ongoing turbulence, CCC spokesperson Tim Caputo issued a statement affirming the Commission's commitment to maintaining a positive and ethical work environment free from any form of abuse or harassing behavior. Maine caregivers are now responding to reports that a significant amount of Maine medical cannabis in a recent study failed testing standards. Maine's Office of Cannabis Policy made headlines when it revealed that about 45% of medical cannabis samples submitted voluntarily as part of a study were found to be contaminated with pesticides, molds, or microbes. Unlike the recreational industry, medical cannabis in Maine is not required to undergo testing, raising significant concerns for some regarding the safety of its use, especially for those relying on it for severe medical conditions. According to reporting from WMTW, caregivers such as Sean Wyatt of Elevate Maine affirm the safety of their products, stating their samples are meeting all safety standards in tests. Conversations about introducing mandatory testing for medical cannabis have been ongoing in an effort to prioritize patient safety and mirroring the rules in place for the recreational program. However, the debate over lab testing inaccuracies and the increased need for more accredited labs also comes into play. The Harvard Business School's Cannabis Business Association, one of the institution's 50 career-related student clubs, is hosting their own cannabis industry mixer on Friday, September 29th at 180 Telford Street in Boston. This event promises an opportunity for dialogue and networking for industry professionals, enthusiasts, and newcomers alike, covering various facets of the cannabis industry, including technology, investment, law, and entrepreneurship. The association's initiative is to cultivate an inclusive and engaging cannabis community within the Harvard Business School environment. These events help open doors to discussion and interaction on cannabis, but also a platform for students to explore collaborations, sponsorships, and job opportunities within the cannabis space. The event caters to both members with free admission and non-members with a ticket fee of only $10. New Hampshire is exploring a model for state-run cannabis controlled by the State Liquor Commission that operates like a franchise. According to reporting from the New Hampshire Bulletin, the state's Liquor Commission has proposed a unique franchise-based model for cannabis sales. In this model, the Liquor Commission would serve as the franchisor, overseeing product quality, marketing strategies, and store layouts of cannabis retail establishments, while individual entrepreneurs would handle the day-to-day operations and profitability of their stores. This proposed model aims to cap the number of cannabis retail establishments at 65, equivalent to the current number of liquor outlets in the state, and implement similar restrictions at municipal levels. Municipalities would have the choice to host cannabis retail stores, and if they opt in, they can partake in sharing 1% of the state's total cannabis revenue with other cities and towns. The New Hampshire Liquor Commission is set to conclude its assessment shortly and provide recommendations for the Special Commission's consideration. Rhode Island is experiencing record-breaking marijuana sales for the fourth month in a row. In August 2023, the state saw total retail cannabis sales soaring over $9.5 million. The sales for recreational cannabis alone surpassed $7 million, outpacing the medical cannabis sales figures, which stood at $2.64 million. Rhode Island's adult-use cannabis market is relatively new, having launched in December of 2022. According to reporting from Marijuana Moment, this trend is occurring in several other states as well, including Montana, New Mexico, and Connecticut, all with strong sales records in August. Connecticut CBD shops and hemp farmers are facing stringent new rules impacting the sale of products containing hemp-derived THC. The law, which goes into effect on October 1st, imposes stricter THC restrictions than federal law. Moving forward, products like edibles and topicals are allowed no more than 1 milligram of THC per serving. According to reporting from Connecticut Insider, the State Department of Consumer Protection has warned businesses of legal action for unauthorized sales of synthetic cannabinoids and high THC hemp products. This comes after previous actions by Attorney General William Tong, who has expressed concern over unregulated products containing THC and conducted enforcement at several CBD shops allegedly selling these products. Last but not least, the state of Vermont is exploring major updates to their medical cannabis program. Vermont's medical cannabis program is undergoing an extensive review, mandated by Act 65, with aims to address critical structural issues such as the program enrollment decline and constraints on product availability for medical use. The review is focusing particularly on treatment protocols and education for new medical cannabis patients. According to reporting from the Brattleboro Reformer, the agency's report will include feedback from members of the cannabis industry, patients, caregivers, and the University of Vermont. The results of the review are projected to be released by January 15th and may include updates to caregiver limits. Additionally, Vermont aspires to bolster consumer protection by focusing on stringent testing protocols and enhancing training standards for employees to assure the safety and quality of medical cannabis products are maintained. For the absolute latest New England Cannabis News, head on over to necnewstoday.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to NEC News Today for more great content and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of the show. For New England Cannabis News Today, this is Jeremiah McKinnon, reminding you to always use cannabis responsibly and to enjoy your cannabis-filled adventures throughout New England.